Good evening, everyone. I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I am James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything. Well, as long as it's interesting to us.
Absolutely, because nothing else matters.
Yeah.
We are live. We are
Yeah.
ready to engage and interact. It is 8:01 p.m.
Yeah.
It is August 7th,
Yay.
2024.
Yay.
Do you know what that means?
30 days, or is that 30 days? Oh,
Well,
whatever.
technically, there's 31 days in August, so
Right. So,
31 days.
yeah. 31 days till Kaboom Con.
Yes, and we will be talking about KaboomCon a lot today. There's just so much news that came out in the last week. So much. But before we go into the KaboomCon news, let's do our normal check-in. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Hey, so I got some bubblies tonight, but I got 2 cookies.
Okay.
Cookie 1 or cookie 2?
2.
Cookie
Who does
2.
number 2 work for?
This is I like now when I went into I think I don't know if I've talked about it before, but there's a couple different cookie places, right? You got Crumble, you got like Insomniac cookies, or at least down here at least. And then there's another place that I just found recently. It's called Good Friday or Friday Cookies or something like that. Anyways, whatever it is. So their cookie menu changes every week.
Okay.
Their cookie menu changes every week, and this week they had I had it the other day, but I had it one yesterday, and it was a gluten-free snickerdoodle, which I was like, what? But actually, surprisingly, it was actually really good. But tonight, this is now I like oatmeal raisin cookies, and so they had an oatmeal cookie, but it had chocolate chips in it. So I was like, what? So I was like, I'll try it. And so that's the one that was number 2. There's a lot of chocolate chips in this thing. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
It's really gooey.
Yeah. How does it taste? Oatmeal and chocolate together?
Not my favorite.
Mm,
Yeah, not my favorite.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
I will be drinking Tullamore, still working on this bottle, provided by friend of the show, Daryl.
Laurel.
Good guy, good coworker. Um, Speaking of, Daryl is has an interview this week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's trying to move up in the state of Nevada. So good luck, Daryl.
Good luck, Daryl.
I hope you get it. I think you deserve it, and I think you're the best qualified person for it. So
Is it within this group or is it different?
it is. It's within our office. So the way our office is broken up, we're really broken up into four teams, if you will.
Mhm.
We have the finance team, then we have the HR team, and then we have what's called OCM or organizational change management team. They kind of deal with like communications and training and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then we have the tech team, and the HR team needs a PM, a project manager, a lead. And so he's going for that, and
Nice.
I think he would do great. I think he's got he's ex-military, so
Mhm.
he's got leadership experience from that. He's served on boards of major banks, so I mean the guy's got a ton of experience, and I think he deserves it. So Daryl, good luck. I'm rooting for you. I
Me
know James
too.
is too. So and really quickly, we are live and interactive. So if you are watching, feel free to comment, share whatever you're thinking. We're going to start talking about some stuff here in a minute, and let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And if it's something we find that's worthy, we'll talk about it.
Bring it up.
So we have a little show out there that we've done,
Just a little one.
and that show is called Oak Bridge.
Oh,
And yes, it's not like it's really on camera. So
yeah, I know. I just wanted it to be there.
I don't know why you stress over that so much because it's not really even there.
One day I'll figure it out.
Yes, what you got to do is you got to turn your camera and you scoot over a little bit.
Yeah, it's just where my desk and everything is. It's just not placed in the right spot.
So episode 7
Yep.
of Oak Bridge released this last Friday at 5
Mhm.
p.m. Pacific. And we've been talking about
As it
how,
normally does, right?
yeah, for the last 7 weeks at least.
Right.
And we've got 3 more to go. So,
Mhm.
but we've been talking about how every week,
Mhm.
every release Friday is higher than the prior release Friday.
Right.
So just to put things into perspective, our prior release Friday, and I'm just going to pull up the numbers real quick so I'm not talking out betwixt my cheeks.
That's a good one. Betwixt my cheeks.
So last Friday, which was what was the date? The 26th. So in the 24-hour period from when we released that episode, 24 hours after that, we had 1,457 downloads.
Right.
Which at that point was our highest download rate.
Right.
In a day, 1,457. That's
right.
Crazy. And before we went on the air last week, we on that Tuesday had 1,866 downloads. Because for some reason Tuesdays is a crazy high day. I guess most of the major quote unquote podcasts release their things on Tuesdays.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and nor do I care. I think Fridays is still the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I like doing the Fridays, and I think we stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
But also in this same time period, we have 100% consistently stayed in the top 10 of sci-fi podcasts in the United States. Generally, we're hovering more around 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we have broken into the top 20 of all fiction podcasts in the United States.
Punching them. punching our way.
And we've generally actually stuck around somewhere between 17, 18. All of this to say, that was last Wednesday.
Right.
So we had an episode release on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
just a couple days ago. And we went from, again, comparing the week before, 1,457 downloads to 2,425.
Oh, yeah.
2,400 plus downloads on release day.
Nice.
Now, obviously, not all of those are for that episode, right?
Right.
But just, we've talked about before how this show is growing within the first week of release, right? Episode 1 had 546 downloads first week, then 2, 591, 785, 976 at episode 4, 1,300 at episode 5, 1,800 at episode 6. What do you think we had for episode 7 in the first week, which is still going on, by the way?
What, like 2,300?
That's pretty close, pretty spot on. 2,301.
Oh.
And that is as of this minute, 2,301 downloads for episode 7 to date. We are also at, as of right this minute, 34,927 downloads on this series. Before this episode of Fat and Black ends, I want to see us pass 35,000, which is entirely possible.
So if you're watching, I need you to keep watching, but call like 3 friends and then tell them to go get the show.
So here's the other crazy thing. Over the last 4 days since the episode released, really, mm-hmm. we have consistently seen 2,000 plus downloads a day.
That's crazy.
So when you think about, we are having on average about 84 downloads an hour. So, like I said, we only need another, hold on, let me refresh, and I'll tell you exactly what we need. We need another 73 downloads before we end this show, and we'll be at 35,000 downloads.
So, go tell everybody.
Hide your kids, hide your wives.
Everybody listen to this podcast out there.
And this Friday, episode 8.
What are you and your friends doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
We're trying to figure out what happened to our friends. We're attempting to form a plan.
Ooh. Well, maybe we can help.
We'd like to help if we can.
Show us what you got.
Sure thing. Here's a map of Oakland. We've been mulling over the locations of the murders, trying to establish a pattern.
Little teaser.
Yo, that beat was like way too hard.
It wasn't as hard as that one from like episode 4 or whatever.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But that was a hip hop beat for sure right there.
So just for those of you that may not know, James is the proud directing papa on this show. Ashley Dean, the creator of the show, I remember you and I talking about this and me saying that while it's not my personal cup of tea, I think that this show could be really good. Do you remember me saying this?
I do remember this conversation. I think this was not long after we got I think it was the first episode, just the rough. I think it was the rough draft of the first episode.
Yeah, we got the pilot, rough draft, and here, check it out. She was pitching, and I read it, and I talked to you about it, and I said, I don't think it's bad. I think it could be really good, but it's not. I don't feel passionate about it. And you were like, I am.
Yeah, no, I'm into that. I mean, I've liked, Stranger Things. I wasn't really big on X-Files, but I like a lot of the sci-fi stuff, a lot of the kind of, detective type things. So I was like, yeah, I'm about that life.
Yeah, I was never into Twin Peaks or X Files. I have never watched Stranger
Oh, that
Things.
was DeMello that was into X Files. I was about to say, wait a minute. No, that was DeMello that was into X Files.
Yeah, I back in the early mid 2000s, I dated a girl and she was super into X Files. Was her favorite show, and so I tried to watch. I watched maybe a season's worth, and I
Yeah.
was just like, eh.
I mean,
The only ones that I cared about were the ones that involved the smoking man.
I mean, I did like X Files. Did they ever finish that? I mean, I know they had like I saw the X Files movie.
There've been 2 movies.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I think that was the one where they kind of ended the series, right?
I don't know.
If anybody's out there who watched those, let me know. I think the last movie was the one that kind of was supposed to wrap everything up, sort of. But yeah, yeah. No, I mean, but like I said, I really liked it, and then as I got more involved in going through scripts and everything else, just really digging the characters and everything, it was like, yeah, I'm in.
So, needless to say, I'm super happy with how the show is doing. I'm really glad we decided to do it.
Yeah.
I think what I'm really excited for at this point, obviously, is season 2. That already rough drafts or recording drafts are to you. So
Yeah.
have you been making your way through those scripts?
I'm getting through them. It's this one. I gotta talk to. I gotta have a conversation with Ashley here soon. But yeah. So far so good. I'm working, getting through them. There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
Is that a good thing? Is it?
It's just
Don't give anything away, but
no. There's just with how season 1 was.
Mm-hmm.
I need season 2 to hit a little bit harder.
Okay.
So
Leave it at that.
yeah, that's all. That's all I'll say about that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say either way, I'm sure it's going to be great. And in the in-between time,
Yeah.
Oakbridge After Dark,
Yeah.
8 episodes
Yeah.
starting on, we'll start releasing those on 1 a week starting on September 6th.
I thought we were gonna. Oh, was that 2 weeks after the end?
Yep.
Okay.
So episode 10 will air on the 23rd of August. So we're 3 weeks, just over 3 weeks away from the season finale.
Yes.
We'll basically take a Friday off, and then the following Friday, so the day before KaboomCon,
There you go.
Oakbridge After Dark will start. And that'll run for 8 weeks. And also happening in that in-between time, and hopefully we start getting some stuff soon, Oakbridge, a season 1 abridged graphic novel.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
That should be pretty dope.
And this artwork that you're seeing for every episode, the cover art,
In there.
Justin Jam, the artist,
In there.
he's the one that's been doing it, and he's the one that'll be handling the graphic novel. So
Yeah. In there.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. No doubt.
You know what else I'm excited for?
What else are you excited for, sir?
KaboomCon.
Don't you mean KaboomCon?
Sure, let's go with that.
There's no sound. No sound.
So those are the vendors.
You
that
were
we
rocking
have.
out, but I don't know what you were rocking out to because we didn't hear nothing. At least I didn't hear nothing.
I wonder if the audience did. They're very quiet tonight.
They are. They
We got
are very
a
quiet.
few thousand people watching
Where-
right now, and
Wait, are we? Are we not on a kick tonight? Are we on kick tonight?
We are. Kick doesn't show up on there,
Oh,
but we are streaming on Kick right now,
okay.
and we're on Twitch, we're on Facebook,
Yeah, where are my kick people
and
at?
we're on YouTube. So
Where the kicks at?
where are the Kicksters?
Where the kicksters?
I don't even know what they call themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd
The
be
Kickite.
curious because I could hear it, and it should have been playing with the music.
Yeah.
But, you know,
See? Yeah.
couldn't confirm. No sound. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw you rocking out, and I was like, oh, I know that. I heard the sound earlier.
yeah, that's very weird to me. Let's try it one more time.
Yeah.
So we've got our 10 to date food and beverage vendors. 10, count them 10. So we've
Count
got
'em off.
the Bus Boy Mobile Cuisine. They got some good food. I'm not gonna lie. You're gonna go to this. If you go to Bus Boy, you're gonna be like, "Oh, these prices are expensive," but the food is so good. I
Okay.
mean, they do like beef Wellington.
Yeah, I've seen their menu before.
Yeah, can you imagine going to like a food truck and getting beef Wellington? Yes, you should. We've got Kona Ice.
Kona.
Shaved ice.
Kona Ice.
We've got the Hungry Hog pork sandwiches,
Oh,
slow smoked. We've
Number-
got Smoothie,
Smoot
bubble
tea.
tea drinks.
Yeah.
We've got Pancho's Tacos,
Panchos.
authentic Mexican. We've got Bubble Tea Corner,
Bubble tea corner.
Bonfire Coffee Collective, Just Scones,
Just scones.
The Crafty Cookie,
Crafty cookie, baby.
and Tuk Tuk Yum Yum frozen yogurt.
Tuck tuck yum yum in the house.
Mm-hmm.
10 people.
Yep. So I can confirm. Well, I can't confirm. I can tell you that I was on a call this afternoon with another local libation vendor, and they are 90% locked in.
Nice.
They got to check their calendar and make sure, but I'm hoping this happens. They have 15 different drinks. They have 9 craft beers, 3 wines, and 3 cocktails.
Oh.
And it's all like basically on this truck that has nothing but 15 handles. And so the cocktail drinks are pre-made, and
You know, those have not been. I've seen those in a couple different places, and I've had a little taste of them, and they're not bad coming out of it. I always thought it was like something weird would cut them out of the tap, right? But no, everything it tastes good.
yeah, I've had this specific vendor I've experienced before at an event, and so I've been trying to get them to come on board for a number of weeks. But for those of you that are watching and still debating whether or not to come,
Give
you're
them
going to
another-
want to come.
Give them another reason why they might want to come. I mean, besides the price of only $10.
Well, let's see. I don't even remember. Oh, how about a fantastic raffle with really good raffle prizes? Is that a good reason?
That could get people there.
So we've gotten some donations.
Oh,
That's the best nation. We've gotten some donations, if you will, from some of our vendors. So from 3 Arrows Games, fantastic group that they actually donated some stuff for our private screen of Deadpool and Wolverine as well.
nice.
But because one of the nonprofits is Cold Nose Rescue and Sanctuary, they were like, well, let's give them a dog game called Bark Avenue.
Gonna
And
take
you're a dog walker in New York City.
Bark Avenue. That's cool. So you gotta get the dogs around the board.
Pretty much. And they're also giving away some exclusive hero clicks.
What a hero clicks.
These are little figurines that are a part of a board game, a tabletop game that uses the clicks system. I believe, if I remember correctly, these little figurines, you'll notice that there's like this little window down here, and you're able to like spin the character around, and it'll show like hit points, or maybe it's how many life it has. I don't remember, but a 4-pack of the Fantastic Thors, a Harley Quinn HeroClix, and a Punchline HeroClix.
All right, interesting.
So, how about this gift basket from Jackie Turner, author Jackie Turner? The way she kind of described this is, for the mom who just wants to have a nice night, this is the gift pack for you. It comes with a kaleidoscope. It comes with a Nightmare Before Christmas little kids book. It's so that, the kids can be entertained. Kids can be entertained while you enjoy a nice Jackie Turner read. And includes a candle and some jewelry.
Ooh.
So, and a stack of this is a coaster set.
Man, I haven't seen a Scholastic book in decades.
Yeah, and just to be clear, each of so we talked last week about another donation that we got, and that was coming out to like $80 some odd, if I remember correctly.
No, it was only 55.
You're right, it was 55.
Yeah.
However, from Three Arrows Games, the combined value on these two items, the game and then these hero clicks.
Hold on. Let's see. The game is probably going to run about 25. These things, they're part of a board game set. So the individual ones I could see probably being close to about almost $10 a piece. That the 4-pack probably $20. So what was that, like 85?
And just to let you know, these here are special promotional figurines that were only available at a special event. So you couldn't even buy these.
You can't even buy these now. Then that makes them kind of priceless. But then, what
was the amount you said, though?
I said 85
for everything.
Yeah,
you nailed that. How about for this Jackie Turner set?
Let's see. How many books is that?
There's a couple of kids books, some young adult books, some adult books.
5,
3, 4, 5,
6. I think it is 6 books. It looks like
6. Looks like 6 books. A
plus
coaster set, a candle, a kaleidoscope, and a necklace.
$90 even.
You didn't lose because of going over. $110.
Oh, wow.
$110 retail value on this gift set. So thank you, Jackie.
Yes, thank you. Wow.
Thank you, Three Arrows, for your contributions.
Yes. So those figures you can't get anywhere else. Like these are.
If you were at the event,
they were at,
then
but now
yeah,
they're not available anymore.
Yeah. So I have more to show, more raffle prizes that will be available in the fantastic raffle that is going to happen at Kaboom Con.
That is correct, sir.
And you want to see what I got?
Yeah, let me see.
All right, I'm gonna go big so that. So first, out of the Daniel Helton private collection, Batman classic television series, a McFarlane toy, Batman with boxing gloves.
Batman. It's a classic Batman. That's Adam West
Batman in
Batman.
boxing. Yep. So, gotta love that.
That's dope.
Again, from the Daniel Helton private collection.
Oh,
The
Iron Giant.
Mm-hmm. With
Dang.
lights and sounds.
That movie does not get enough love. That's cool.
Cosmic lights and sounds. Chest opens. Eye red lights up. Lights and sound walking. Movable arms.
Nice.
So, the Iron Giant. Next up, the Supermobile, Superman's action vehicle. Because for some reason, Superman needs a vehicle, I guess.
Right.
On the backside,
Was it just in case Lois, if he's tired, he doesn't want to fly?
looks like only one person can fit in there to me.
Yeah, I would have probably, that probably looks like a Lois seat to me,
So we've got the Supermobile. Next up, the Batwing.
Nice.
So Batman's flying vehicle. Again, these are some of the like Super Friend-esque.
Yeah, that's how I was looking at the.
How about some books?
Yeah, why not?
How about from DK, the Marvel book?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I got one of those.
Expand your knowledge of a vast comics universe.
Yeah, I got one of those. So those are awesome because I've referenced that a couple times when I'm going through movies and I'm like, I don't know who this character is, so I go look him up afterwards.
How about the Disney book?
Oh,
Okay.
I
Celebration of the Walt Disney Animation Studios.
is that through in
Disneyana.
No, I'm saying what was the what movies did they go through? Like, what's the?
It's not just a. I mean, it goes through everything. It has an exclusive Mickey print, by the way,
Oh, nice.
but it goes through everything. It's
Oh, it's not just the animated stuff. It's just like it's everything. So, because I was wondering if it goes through which.
it's
or-
primarily the animated. Oh, so you just want to know what the most recent thing is that's shown
Yeah.
here? Like it goes into parks and pins and
Oh wow.
let's see, what's the most recent film in here? Live action treasures. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
going to sit here and.
Yeah, no worries. I was just like wondering because I thought.
How about some board games?
Yeah.
You know some board games?
Yeah. Give me a couple.
Blockbuster,
Yes.
now featuring video games and TV shows.
Yes.
A movie game for anyone who has ever seen a movie.
Yes.
You're on board for that?
Yes.
How
100%.
about Yellowstone,
Based on the TV show.
a game of loyalty, deception, and protecting the Dutton Ranch. 17 plus.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on in that game for sure.
How about Cobra Kai, Road to Victory?
Cobra Kai, man, they make a game out of anything, bro. That's awesome.
Pretty much.
It's
Have
the TV collection.
Have you ever played Ticket to Ride?
Yeah, I've played with you guys.
How about Ticket to Ride London?
No, I haven't read that one. I haven't played that one.
How about Ticket to Ride New York?
That looks older, like an older version. Like the one that we did was the one that goes across the US.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about Ticket to Ride Amsterdam?
Oh wow. This is starting to look like a Carmen Sandiego collection. Where
up-
in Amsterdam is Carmen Sandiego?
Next up, we've got Zillionaire Road Trip USA. As one of the 5 richest people in history, you already own all the really grand stuff in America. Now it's time to aim your insanely big wallet at 49 of America's quirkiest attractions. Your mission is to outbid and outbluff your zillionaire rivals to these beauties as they come up for auction. Sounds easy with $49 zillion to spend and more coming on payday. But get involved in a bidding war and your money will run dry before you can buy up 4 attractions in a line and win the game.
Nice. So you actually, you know what the nice part about that is you'll learn about like some of the stupid stuff in other states.
This one is it's very heavy, which means there's probably a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
This is Pebble Rock delivery service.
Pebble Rock.
Help Pebble, Oscar, Hamish, and Elvis on a daring high seas adventure of package delivery. Guide them through swift currents, sharks, and pirates as you race to deliver much needed cargo to the remote islands around Pebble Rock.
That looks like there's stuff that stands up and like you have to build.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like a mousetrap without the trap.
Yeah. And last one, based on a fictional history, Apollo, a game inspired by NASA moon missions.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
A cooperative moon mission game. You are go for launch, 1961. President Kennedy challenged the nation to land astronauts on the moon by the end of the decade. Now it's up to you to walk in the footsteps of NASA's pioneers and embark on the missions that made history for all mankind.
We will land a man on the moon by the end of the decade. Nice. That's kind of cool.
So
you're going to learn something.
So all of this and more
at KaboomCon.
Speaking of KaboomCon, we had a new vendor come on board.
Yeah.
Monstar Creations.
Oh, I like the name already. Mostly because it reminds me of Space Jam.
The Monstars.
Monstars.
Yeah, so they came on board. They'll be one of our outdoor vendors. Welcome, Monstar Creations. We've got a lot of vendors, man. 75 plus vendors for this thing.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, look.
Did you start your second cookie?
Yeah. Bro, this is a chocolate chip sea salt cookie.
Chocolate chip sea salt.
Oh, my goodness. This is tasty. Yes.
Okay.
This one for sure.
So you want some more KaboomCon news?
You know what? We're in too deep. Let's go.
Announced on Sunday on the Pop Culture Kaboom radio show, joining us at KaboomCon, Chris Moranin.
Let's go.
Now, give me just a moment. I'm going to pull up exactly what I read on the KaboomCon, or I'm sorry, the Pop Culture Kaboom show. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. We are thrilled to welcome the incredible comic book artist Chris Moranin to this year's KaboomCon. With an impressive career stretching over several decades, Chris has dazzled fans with his work on beloved titles such as Wonder Woman, Doctor Strange, and Nova. His unique artistic vision has brought some of the most iconic characters to life, making him a standout figure in the comic book industry. And as you can see here, he's done some drawings of Justice League characters, Wolverine, Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
So, and I hear he's a really good guy to boot. So that does help. Absolutely.
Can't wait to meet him, man. That's awesome.
But that's not all. Also joining us.
Wait, there's more?
We're thrilled to announce the legendary comic book artist Brent Anderson is joining us this year. With a career spanning over 4 decades, Brent is known for his groundbreaking work on Astro City, the critically acclaimed series that has captivated readers with its rich storytelling and stunning art. He's also left his mark on iconic titles like X-Men with God Loves Man Kills and Kazar the Savage. Don't miss this chance to meet the man behind some of the most memorable comic book art of our time. And this might be your only chance to meet this guy because this is the first con he is doing in the United States in the last 5 years. The last con he did was 2019 WonderCon in the United States.
And he's joining us. Little old Kaboom Con.
Little old Kaboom Con in little old Carson City, first ever comic convention. We've got Brent Anderson and Chris Morenin.
We got this man back into the country. Well, he's already been here, but I'm saying the first time he's doing a show in the country
Yeah.
in 5 years. It's crazy.
Yeah. It truly is. All this to say, I can't say thank you enough to Lawrence and Diego Iriarte for helping to make this happen. They know these guys personally, and they were able to,
Lock
say,
him
hey,
down.
come on.
Come on. Come on.
Next week, I'm going to start announcing the panels because we've got those pretty much locked in.
Wait, you gonna do that on Kaboom Con or you gonna do that here? I mean, you're gonna do it on I'm not on Kaboom Con, Pop Culture Kaboom before you do
No,
it?
no, here.
Oh, just here. Okay.
Yeah, they get exclusives once in a while. We got to get exclusives.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I mean, that made total sense to tell people, on Pop Culture Kaboom about those guys, because I mean, those are huge pop culture icons, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So the last piece would be that we are going to be giving away.
Oh, wow.
We are going to be giving away quite a few tickets to KaboomCon on some local radio stations. And I'm not going to say who they are or what station to tune into yet. I'll save that for next week.
You better listen in.
But they are going to start giving them away on the 12th, which is next Monday.
Next Monday.
So I'm going to let those true listeners of those radio stations have a head start.
Yeah.
Because I think that's fair.
Yeah.
But come Wednesday next week, I will
Right.
announce what radio station
We
to
go
be
drop 'em.
listening to, because we are giving away 100 sets of two. So
Cool.
200 total tickets we are giving away on these radio stations. So if you were already planning to come, here's your chance. I would suggest not waiting. Get your ticket.
Go ahead and buy them, and then if you win
Because-
too, then you
Give
can
them to a friend.
yeah, or
Bring
make your friend
plus-
buy it from you. I don't know.
There you go. Upcharge it.
There you go. Hey, no scalping KaboomCon tickets though.
But we will also have a commercial on the radio. It's time for KaboomCon. Join us Saturday, September 7th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Carson City Community Center. Immerse yourself in comics, movies, games, and more. Meet local artists, attend engaging panels, wear your best cosplay, and participate in thrilling activities. The excitement doesn't stop there. Legendary comic book artists Brent Anderson and Chris Moranin will join us. Meet the creative minds behind Astro City, X-Men, Wonder Woman, and more. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun day out, KaboomCon has something for everyone. Get your tickets now at kaboomcon.com and prepare to be blown away.
Yeah.
So, we coming hard, man. Giggity.
Yeah. I dig it.
We'll leave it at that. You ready to talk about some other stuff?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
How about what if Donald Duck became the mighty Thor?
No. He is too angry to be Thor.
No?
I like that one.
I feel like that's the right cover.
Yeah.
What if Donald Duck was Wolverine?
I don't know about that one.
How about Red Skull Pete?
Red Skull Pete.
Mhm.
Yeah, that kind of fits his persona.
How about Goofy as I'm not sure. Is that Hulk?
The top that's Pluto is Colossus.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
tell.
Pluto Colossus. It says Proporzium?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. And then, of course, Donald Wolverine.
That's yeah.
From the front, from the side, from the rear.
All the looks.
Sticking with that Marvel theming, how about the new Disney Destiny, the new cruise ship coming from Disney that is going to be primarily Marvel themed?
Oh, nice.
This makes me want to, after we do our Panama Canal cruise, start talking about maybe doing a Disney cruise on this ship.
That interesting. So,
But wait, there's more.
oh
So that's obviously kind of the grand
yeah.
ball area, so to speak.
Well,
You like that-
that's like your entry point.
You like that statue?
Who is that?
Black Panther.
Nice. Wakanda forever.
Here's a photo of inside of one of the restaurants.
Guardians of the Galaxy themed. It looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Here's one of the bedrooms.
Wow.
This next one, though,
Dark much?
The next one is the one that I want.
Whoa. It's a house.
Right?
It's like an apartment on the sea right there.
So what do you think? You want to go on the Disney Destiny in a few years?
Bro, I've been wanting to go back on a Disney cruise for some time. The only problem with Disney cruises, they don't have drink packages.
They don't?
Mm-mm. Apparently they don't. Maybe they'll change it up, but at least
So they don't want to encourage adults drinking because it's supposed to be a family cruise, I guess.
right. But at the same time, like, you have, well, at least on like some of the other ships, they have, like adult for like restaurants that are only for like adults and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, of course you don't want to, maybe if you gave me like, I get a certain amount of drinks or something. I don't know. I'd even take like a little punch card or something that says, but
20 drinks the whole cruise.
yeah, something like that. I could live with that.
What if it's a 7-day cruise? 20 drinks, that's not even 3 a day.
Most of those cruises, well, at least most of the ones in the Bahamas aren't. I think the longest one they have is like 5 days. I think that's like their longest.
We're gonna look into this because I question that. Not right now, but
yeah. But I think like one of their longest. I think one of their longest cruises is like 5 days, but I could be wrong.
okay. Now you're gonna make that kind of statement. I think you're completely wrong. So now you're forcing my hand.
I didn't force your hand to do anything. You could have just.
No. You make a claim.
I said that. I think their longest is like.
You make a claim like that
in the Bahamas, and mind you, I said the Bahamas. I think the longest one in the Bahamas is like 5 days.
Mm-hmm. 7-night Mexican Riviera. Let's man, their cruise website is not great, huh? Cruise with Disney. All right, here we go. So this is the actual cruise page, I guess. Plan a cruise. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Wow, they do not make this easy, huh?
Mm-mm.
All right. Leaving, sailing, departing, more filters. 8 to 13, 14 or more. Let's see, 7. Let's see what we got. Leaving, sailing to Alaska, Bahamas, Caribbean, Europe cruises, Hawaii cruises, Mexico cruises. So all of these are still showing up, just not the Pacific Coast cruises.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like the Bahamas cruises have longer because I like.
Let's throw in our filter, and let's take a look at what we got. We've got a 7-night South Caribbean cruise. 7. Lots of 7. 10. So lots of 7 and 10.
What about like for the Bahamas?
This includes the Bahamas. So we can just look at the Bahamas. And specifically the Bahamas. 7.
Oh, okay. So they do have 7 nights.
It's okay to be wrong.
No, I said I think. That's why I
No.
said I think it's. I think the longest one they have in the Bahamas is 5, but
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
clearly,
So I'm not. For me, I don't know that I'd want to do a Bahamas cruise on a Disney cruise. I'd be interested in like a Europe cruise.
oh no, the only reason I would say do a Bahamas cruise is because you get to go to their island.
It looks like out of Europe, which is where they've got a British Isles cruise from Southampton. They've got a 7-night Mediterranean cruise out of Barcelona. They've got another one that ends in Rome. Let's see what else. 8-night Norwegian fjord cruise. That interests me.
Frozen status.
Yeah, it hits up Brussels, Belgium, Haugesund, Norway, Norgefjell, Norway, Stavanger, Norway, and Kristiansand, Norway.
Hmm.
You got a 9-night Mediterranean Greek Isle cruise, a 12-night Mediterranean with Greek Isle cruise,
Yeah, I know those are the ones over there are pretty. They got some good ones.
hitting up Mykonos,
Okay.
Santorini. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be down for that. I'd be down to go do like a Mediterranean cruise on Disney. Now, of course, I don't know if we clear all the filters and see, can you do just by ship? Like, is it even showing up on here yet? It's not. So they only have the Magic Dream, Wish, Wonder, Fantasy, and Treasure.
Yeah, I think what's the new one? I think it's watch that video. It said Treasure. That's the newest ship.
Destiny, the one we were just talking about,
I'm talking about the one because is it already sailing?
the one that the Destiny? No, not yet.
Yeah, no, I'm saying the newest one that's actually sailing now. I believe is the Treasure.
I believe it was the Wish.
Was it the Wish?
I believe so.
Well, look, we can look that up later. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, getting back on to other topics. Did you hear about this? Lord of the Rings, a musical tale.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Is this a movie or is this like a? Because I've
This
seen
is a stage production.
I've seen Lord of the Rings the musical.
The stage production?
Yes, in London.
So it is that one.
Is it? It is that one.
It is that one, but it has been revamped and supposedly made better.
Okay.
Because it was a West End flop in the UK.
Yeah,
And-
it wasn't good. I mean, see, here's the problem. Is that they took all 3 movies
Mhm.
and jammed them into one show. It
Mhm.
doesn't work. Basically, like the first half was like half of the first movie, or I don't know, it might have been more. And then and then there's intermission, and then you come back, and it's like trying to get the end of the movie, and then they throw in clips from Two Towers and Return, and then like Return of the King is like just randomly like the end of fight in the show, and I was like, why did we see this? The only thing that was really dope about that was their curtain and their proscenium wall. It was like branches, and the
What's a
dude that was
proscenium wall, James, for those non-theater folk out there?
huh?
What is a proscenium wall?
Oh, it's just like it's like basically like it almost frames the stage.
Yeah, so when you go to a theater and you notice, hey, there's the stage and there are the sides, there's like a box generally. That's a proscenium. And sometimes acting happens in front of the proscenium, but a lot of theater is done proscenium back.
Right. And this one had it, and the curtain, or I don't know if it was even a curtain. It could move up and down, so I guess it was, but it was like also vines. And the dude that was playing Gollum actually came climbing in. He had to be harnessed in or something when he was climbing, because he was climbing head first, coming down.
So I take it that you did not watch the trailer at all that I posted? No. Okay. So give me just a second. I'm going to pull it up, and we're not going to I'm not going to play the audio because then copyright and blah blah blah. But I could show the video. And let me pull this up over here. And here it is.
His beard's too short.
Gotta love commercials.
Gotta love him.
So obviously here we have Frodo, and I like this Frodo. He looks kind of like I don't like the Gollum though.
Yeah, Gollum looked almost too tall. The other guy, he wasn't. He was like kind of tall, but the way they had his back, like they had like this piece on his back that looked crooked and stuff, so it made him look smaller, and I think it helped him like hunch over and stuff. Yeah,
So does this kind of look similar to what you remember?
No,
Does this look better, worse?
It doesn't look any better, honestly.
I will tell you the music in this trailer does not excite me. Obviously, this choreography does not excite me.
Listen, you know how like so in the musical that I saw, you know how like Samwise and Frodo have like this weird like almost like
Romance,
homosexual thing going on.
I wouldn't go that far.
Or hobbit sexual, I don't know what you call it, but it was they had kind of a almost like
it was a bromance.
It was truly a bromance, but almost seemed like more.
I don't think so. I disagree.
Well, listen, add it to music, and it's even worse. It's super. I mean, I was just like, what? And I mean, like, here's the thing, though. I will say for that show, when we saw it in London, the stage was actually pretty awesome. Like like it had there was a circle in the middle, and it was almost like pieces, right? And so the pieces could move separate individually of each other. So like when they were basically climbing through the mountain, like they literally, there was parts where like one piece piece they were on would go a little bit lower, and so they would have to like climb up to the next piece or like jump up to the next piece or whatever. So I mean, that part was like probably one of my favorite pieces of the show. And then, like I said, watching Gollum kind of come in. Other than that, like the show was kind of just not great for me. I would have much rather seen something else.
So you would suggest those in Chicago maybe skip this one? Listen,
if you are a Lord of the Rings fan, like there was one girl that was with us who absolutely loved it, but she's a she absolutely loves Lord of the Rings. She loved the movie. She loved the books. So like if Lord of the Rings is something that you are really into, like you are super passionate about, by all means, see it. If you're like more of like, I thought it was cool, then this might not be for you. If anything, see if you can find the music first. If you like the music, then maybe you go see the show.
Well, and bear in mind, I did say this is taking place in Chicago. So but if you want to go out for a night on the town and risk getting shot,
well, it's like downtown Chicago where the theater is probably not as bad.
Hey, man, Bruce Wayne's parents got shot downtown Gotham.
Yes, but they were also walking down an alley, so don't
murder alley.
Well, no, at the time it wasn't. It was no crime alley, and it wasn't crime alley at that time. It became crime alley pretty much after they got killed. But yeah. Oh, and that was a pretty dope. Doctor, what was it? What was his name? Doctor. What was that guy? What was that doctor's name in Arkham? You know what I'm talking
about? Are you talking about
Hugo Strange?
Yeah, Hugo Strange.
Yeah, and how he was messing with Batman in Arkham City when he goes down by the theater and stuff. I was like, yo, that's if he finds you, you're dead, man.
Yeah, but remember in the first game, during the Scarecrow bit, he goes back to Crime Alley and
oh, that's right, yeah.
Actually, in all three games, there's moments where he kind of comes back across Crime Alley, and
Well, yeah, that's where you start. You got to go back to back to your roots,
evidently.
where you started from.
Speaking of going back to your roots, one of my favorite filmmakers of all time is Kevin Smith,
Nice.
and he's got a new film coming out, the 4:30 movie. Did you watch this trailer?
No, I didn't watch any trailers.
Man, I posted this a few days ago.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I've been trying to get through these scripts. I haven't really been on any social media.
So the basic premise is the guy on the right, he has a thing for this chick that he hung out with the summer before, made out with her in the pool, but he never actually, went for it.
Grease.
It's basically high schoolers, right? And so it's the next summer. He's got a job, but he's like, I'm going to go for it this year. And so this summer, and so he calls this broad and he's like, hey, I want to take you out. Let's go to the 4:30 movie. And it's basically, that's your setup.
All the adventures that can happen between whatever time to whatever time.
Yep.
To get to that 4:30 movie. Nice.
So of course, a Kevin Smith film, it's probably going to be good.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be raunchy. It's probably going to have dick jokes, and weed jokes, I'm sure.
There'll be a butt in it for sure.
Oh yeah, a male butt. Male butt.
Yeah, not a female butt, of course.
Yeah,
It's always
it'll probably
a
be
male
Kevin. It'll probably be Jason Mewes.
butt. If that guy he's gonna end up being this guy's manager.
Yeah. So the thing that I'm more interested in, and they really play it up in the trailer, is who's going to be in this film, because the one thing Kevin Smith is known for is getting lots of big names. I mean, you go back to like Dogma, and Dogma to me
one of the best movies,
one of the best films of all time.
Yeah,
but he pulled Chris Rock, Selma Hayek, Ben Affleck, and Matt Damon.
Both of them.
I mean, just
Alanis Morissette randomly. Like,
Alanis as God.
Yeah, and then you had who else?
Don't forget what's his name that played the angel. He's dead now.
Was George Carlin in that?
George Carlin was in that. He was the church, the priest at the Catholic Church with Buddy Christ.
Yeah.
No, but what's his name? He was Snape.
Alan.
I'm Alan Rickman.
Yeah, Rickman. Yeah, that's right. Rickman
or something. I'm sure my wife's going to yell at me in a minute because I should know.
Yeah.
But yes, just known to pull fantastic talent, Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's got on these people, but clearly he must have something, right? Because
if you want the secret to be kept, you'll be in this movie. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll do
it. Season 2 date announcement, plus a little bit of sneak peek. Squid Games.
Interesting. How's your wife feel about this? Because I know
coming out in December.
Because most Korean dramas, she said they only do one season. They don't do multiple seasons like this. So
yeah, but I mean they did set it up. So
they pretty much did. But I mean, but I'm just saying, because even like, so if it's not I guess it's Netflix, so they were like, we can make money off of this. We're going to make money off of this. So,
well, from what I've come to ascertain, they didn't know until almost like 2-3 episodes in that this thing was going to be as big as it was.
Oh, really?
That they went back and recorded some of that stuff for the end to set up the sequel or the next season.
Oh,
yeah.
So So it was like traditional Korean drama. It ended, and that was it. But they were like,
probably, and if I remember correctly, I do believe that there is an alternate ending that was for the original version that aired in Korea.
Oh, interesting. Because I know, because I remember like he comes across somebody else that gets the offer, and he takes their card or something, and he gets on. I remember him getting on a plane, I think
Mhm.
he was supposed to get on a plane to go see his daughter or something like that, and then
But he decides to.
he decides he needs to go back to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to go back and rewatch season one at this point, um, just because
I'll probably just watch the last episode of it.
it really was very good.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was good. I think actually, you know, if I do watch it again, I'll watch it in actual because I'll read the subtitles.
Yeah, because you've already seen it with the action, and you know.
Yeah,
But I would suggest that. I do think.
because the American voices, like for some of them, are just horrible. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I, and that's where like I never used to think this way until marry my wife and starting to watch like Korean dramas, for example, and watching them in Korean with the English subtitles. I've always watched stuff dubbed, and there is a difference. There's a distinct difference.
Oh no, absolutely. Like I've watched I watched some animes with honestly with some of the anime I prefer the dubbed versions, and the only reason is because like young boys sound like old men, but it's just the thing they do in Japan where they use like well-named actors, and so they'll be older and playing like younger characters, and so like the guys sound like this, you know, they have that really kind of deep voice, and it's like that's weird for this kind of little kid, and then all the girls' voices have that kind of like that high kind of I can't even really do it, that kind of high pitched voice in Japan. But yeah, no, I remember watching the dubbed version of Squid Games, and there was the girl, like the bad guys, I guess you could say, in that film, and like the girl's voice was just really bad, and the guy who was kind of like that's the thug, you know, his voice was kind of like it was kind of man to me. So I mean, I understand they're not supposed to be like, you know, they're not supposed to be really likable characters or whatever, but I'm thinking if I watch it in Korean, it might be a little bit better.
Agreed. Speaking of dubbing and some deeper type voices, how about that Quentin Cafarata Jenkins or Ari Cafarata Jenkins in this trailer?
What are you and your friends doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
We're trying to figure out what happened to our friends. We're attempting to form a plan.
Ooh. Well, maybe we can help.
We'd like to help if we can.
Show us what you got.
Sure thing. Here's a map of Oakland. We've been mulling over the locations of the murders, trying to establish a pattern.
While I started playing, Tyra sent in a message.
And Tyra says, "That's my episode. Can't wait." So
Oh, yeah.
everybody, dub has come a long way in anime. I prefer dub in anime, but live action always has to be sub for me.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tyrus, no pressure going into your episode. So James, I don't know if you see that, but
You got it.
35,000.
Yeah, we hit it, baby.
So Tyrus, no pressure, but we've seen building audience week after week with Chapter 7 having to date 2.3 thousand downloads.
Yo, actually, real quick, Mark, can you tell them what you told me? Where's episode 1 at right now?
Total downloads?
Yeah, on just episode 1.
Let's just take a look. 9,699.
Almost 10,000 downloads. One episode, people.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this show we've already. So, yeah, Wednesday is already finished because for whatever reason, the day for Podbean ends at I think it's 6 p.m. Pacific. So I think they're based in Europe or something.
Mm-hmm.
But so far already today, or for Wednesday finishing, 2,155 downloads. Thursday already has 245. So no pressure, Tyrus.
Let's go, baby. Man,
Episode 8.
I literally cannot believe this, bro. Like, this has been.
Better be good. And the one thing I got to say about this episode that's coming up, episode 8, is I think this is my personal
Yeah.
favorite like cover art. I love this map. I love the detail. I love that at some point there's probably going to be a Murphy or a Oak Bridge board game, maybe, or
We're gonna have to use this town. We're gonna have to use this map for sure.
mm-hmm. And why not? It's there. It's laid out.
Yeah.
You can see where City Hall is. You can see where the hospital is.
Is there
You
a
can see
church on here?
Power station, the corn maze, plant albatross, the pond, a bridge. This says town, so something. This is something here. These are OBPD, Oak Bridge Police Department. I'm guessing OBFD Fire Department. So I mean, there's so much. But this is probably one of my favorite pieces of art.
Oh yeah.
Episode 9 is really good too. So yeah.
Yeah. Episode 9 is gonna. Whew. I can't wait for y'all to see episode 9.
See or hear?
I mean, see the cover art for episode 9.
Yeah, I kind of like. Here's the thing with these teasers. We've been showing the cover art with all of these teasers, and I'm like, I kind of don't want to show the cover art for that teaser
Why?
because then people are going to see it before episode 9 releases, and I feel like
Oh,
like
yeah.
I kind of want to make them wait until episode 9 releases to see that. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
hard.
Well, you can give a call to Ashley.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we. Oh, you know what? Or we don't drop that. We don't drop that trailer. We drop the trailer on. We drop the trailer on Wednesday. Or can I wonder if he can edit it and just take it out, take the cover art out.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with because
Right?
yeah, I'll give her a call tomorrow.
And she hasn't made it yet, or at least it's not. It has not. I have not received it yet. So
Yeah, it might not be in the folder yet because then normally they come out like end of it'll be there by like the end of the week.
So today you had a recording session.
I did.
You want to tell the folks a little bit about what you were recording?
Yeah, so as you know, we have done the Murphy's Inc. Ash Can has been released, and so we were doing some recording. If you are unaware, Icy Sound Comics there'll be a visual component as well as an audio component. So
The visual is the comic book.
The visual is the comic book, and then the audio we will be having voice actors basically voice the comic. So today I got the honor of working with the wonderful Monica Wolfkill, who plays Julia in Oak Bridge, and she'll be voicing the character of Barb Harrington in Murphy's Inc.'s Ash Can. So look out for it. It's coming.
Yeah, I had the honor and privilege of working with the fantastic Shannon Loring, the voice of Michael, earlier this week to get his stuff recorded. I will have the honor and privilege likely tomorrow of recording myself as Gleason. And what?
Just the way you said that was hilarious. That was good.
And then we have another new character that'll be introduced that's introduced in this ash can. Her name is Sharon. She is Gleason's assistant in the lab, if you will.
Sharon,
who will be voiced by the fantastic Katie Marie Bly.
Nice.
So I'll be recording her hopefully this weekend. And it's just the 4 characters in the ash can. So the rest of it is a lot of just audio fun. I think Joe is going to get to have.
Yeah. This is going to be. I'm very interested to see where this goes because, yo. Hey, I saw that you did. Oh, go ahead.
Tyrus says, depending on where you listen, you can't even get a good look at the cover art because of advertisements.
Advertisements? Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, no, I mean, on Spotify, once you hit dismiss, you get the full cover on there. I don't know about Apple because I haven't listened on Apple or anything. Or I've seen it on Podbean, but I don't remember really looking at the cover. I was just listening to the episode itself. But yeah. Like I said, I'll give her a call tomorrow and see if we can get that little piece out of there.
And actually, that's something I did want to call out. I don't know what has happened over on Spotify, but remember how the last number of times we've talked about this, I've talked about how Apple Podcasts is the significant place that's being listened to for our show.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't know what has happened, but for some reason that has drastically changed, with Spotify now being almost half of our downloads.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
In the last, this time period is the last week. So, I mean, if you look at it on the big picture, if you look at all time, it's still Spotify now. It was Apple all the way up until this last week. So I'm not sure what happened over on Spotify. For maybe we finally hit the algorithm or something.
Well, I think just moving, if the way that we're moving up in charts, I think that might help. I know I've just been telling people, just so, I mean, I don't know if word of mouth type stuff or whatever, people are just typing it in or whatnot, but yeah, I whatever it was, it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to see Chartable right now over on the sci-fi charts for Apple, we are. Oh man, we dropped. Where the heck did we go? We're down to 20, and this is not sci-fi. This is the fiction charts. I apologize. We're at 20, so we're still in the top 20. But finally, we are. Oh wow! According to Chartable, this is all podcasts global number 134 for fiction. So this is global. So you can see the number 1 is Spanish, right? This one, I don't even know what this language is. Dilsi Dil Tak with Kushi. So this is, hey, there you go, number 18, erotic stories. This is Tiaja Preet Jeev Muja Guntla.
What is that Thai? I think that it's.
That looks Indian or Hindi to me.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, from just here, it looks kind of.
But again, number 176 in the global fiction. Every podcast in the world.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, hey,
we're in the top 200 of fiction. Let's see if this is actually new that we're showing up here. We are number 115 in all. So this is not just Apple. This is all sources. Number 115 in the U.S. of fiction.
Okay.
So these are all new. I've got us signed up to where now Chartable looks at every single player, not just Apple.
Yeah.
Because before we were showing up on all these Apple podcasts, right? Or all these Apple charts.
Right.
Worldwide,
Yep.
we're still number 2 in science fiction in Indonesia. Number 5 in science fiction in Anguilla. So number 6 in Hungary. But all of these ones now are going to show pretty much all podcast players that Chartable collects data from.
Nice.
And so you can see, like, from a global podcast, like every single podcast in the entire world, we are number 3577. So that might sound not great, right? But
we're talking about globally, people.
yeah,
Like,
out of 30,168.
sheesh.
Yeah. So, to be 3577,
Not bad at all. I'll take that.
we're in the top 17%, give or take, of all podcasts in the world. And that's not fiction, that's not science fiction, that is every podcast in the world.
Everything.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at, again, just fiction specifically, in the world, 134 out of 1,107 podcasts.
Top 150, baby.
Yeah. How many did I say? How many were there?
I don't know about that. I just know
1,107.
Sounds good.
I'm doing math over here. We're in the top 11% of all fiction podcasts in the world.
Whoop whoop. In the world.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's crazy. 115 out of 960 in the US. I don't know.
Yeah.
And especially when you look at these charts and you see the ones that are ahead of us, and you observe that they are by major companies with major headlining stars such as Owen Wilson, that like are spending tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars on these productions.
Yep.
Like,
And
we have amazingly talented individuals between Joe Bly and the work that he does, between the writers, between these voice actors that love what they're doing, and we've got a decent director. You have an amazing executive producer.
Hey, listen, I'm still just blown away the fact that like we're charting the way we're charting right now.
Yeah, especially considering nowhere ever even like remotely close with anything else we've previously done.
No.
Tyra says, his episode, coming up on Friday, won't let you down as long as James directed this one with some passion.
Yeah. Yeah. Most certainly did. Directed everything with passion.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know you to not. So yeah. What
Showed it some extra love. No, I was kidding. I didn't do that. But
if the writing is good, it shouldn't need extra love.
no, I know.
Just saying.
This was a good episode. I enjoyed this episode. There was a couple things we had to fix just because just in
Irish wrote it.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just we had to fix some time stuff because there's points that it doesn't. It's not quite. matching up,
Tyrus
so.
isn't the best at making sure to achieve continuity. That's true.
No, it wasn't even a continuity thing. It was just we had just a scene change that didn't work out as well as it should have, and so we just had to do some
scene change.
Yeah, because it basically goes from early morning.
Don't.
Anyways, just listen to it. You'll understand. Day and
Tyrus
night.
wants to know: did you put your heart into it?
Of course I did.
Did you put your back into it?
No, I didn't put my back into it. Actually, I might have, because I know my back, like sitting down all day. That's why I had to get this. That's why I had to get this new chair with a headrest.
So that when you have long recording sessions, you can take a nap.
No, I can just lean back and because I was trying to hold. I'm like trying to hold up everything, and then it was just like my back would end up starting to hurt. But we're good. We're good now.
So we've covered all the content I had prepped, but I wanted to talk about with you. This will be more of the you and me like conversation, but that people get to like enjoy. So you're going to be coming in just a few weeks to Northern Nevada to hang out, and you're coming for over a week.
Yeah, like a week and a day. Yeah.
Yeah. So what you got anything planned? When do you come into town? You come into town on Saturday?
Saturday. Or no. Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday, September.
No, August 31st.
August 31st.
Yeah.
So, what plans do you have while you're here in the Northern Nevada area?
Well, I want to at least go to the rib cook-off. Okay. I do want to do that. We're going to be doing Pop Culture Kaboom.
Yep.
I want to. Rob does because he's his union. They do like a fair thing. So I'd like to check that out because I haven't actually gone to that since they started that. That's on Labor Day, a Labor Day festival type deal. And then just kind of hang out throughout the week, man. We'll do the show. Oh, I got to make sure I pack up my stuff. I just realized that. I was like, oh, shoot, I got to pack my laptop and stuff for this one. And then, hey, look, we got to go to Shish Boom. We got to go.
I mean, yeah, that's a given, of course.
Yeah, we got to go there. And then, just getting everything done and prepped for the con.
Yeah. So Tyrus asks, what day is the rib cook-off? Well, the rib cook-off is a number of days. It starts on the 28th of August
and goes through Labor. And the last day is actually Labor Day. It closes early on Labor Day.
Yeah, the 2nd of September. So it goes from Wednesday to Monday.
Yeah.
So and unless Brad's Tap is open. What is Brad's Tap?
Yeah, what's that?
I have no idea. I've never heard of Brad's Tap. Makes me want to look up what is Brad's Tap.
Oh, Brass.
Brass Tap. Yes. Okay, so Brass Tap is a new bar that's opening even closer to the house than Shush Boom. Oh. And it looks like it's going to be kind of a craft beer place. So, yeah, it's over by, you remember where the Le Safwa is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right over there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Close enough that we could waddle back.
We're walking.
Yeah, so of course, talking about drinking and how about that Kaboom Crawl?
Bro. That's going to be crazy.
So I did announce over on Pop Culture Kaboom some of the vendors that we have involved. So we've got the Bank Saloon,
okay,
the Fox,
the
White House. Sorry, James.
Can't go to that
one. We've got the Blue Bull, who's going to have $3 PBRs. And
you said Blue Bull?
Yeah, the Blue Bull.
Nice. How much for PBRs?
$3 PBRs.
Okay.
And they'll also have a specialty cocktail that'll be on discount. We've got Gina's Good Life, which is a bar located inside of the Carson Nugget.
Okay.
They're going to be offering $5 Tang Bangs, which are normally much more expensive than that.
Actually using Tang?
I'm guessing it involves Tang.
Bro, where they find Tang, bro?
I don't know. And they're also going to have a live band called WTF performing 7:30 to 9 to 7:30 to 11:30.
Want the funk?
And then we also have the Tap Shack. They're involved, and they're gonna have strawberry basil margaritas, their famous green tea shots, and Occidental canned beers, all for $6 a piece.
The Tap Shack is a literal place where
A literal
can-
place.
It's a little old place where we
Yes.
can go and get messed up.
Yes, indeed. And we may have more.
Tap
so
Shack, baby.
there's a couple of other locations that
We're interested.
have expressed interest. So we shall see.
We're bringing so many people to Carson City. This is like the most people this town has seen in a long time.
Aside from Nevada Day Parade, because you got to remember that
Oh, yeah.
thing's huge. Like it is the state parade to celebrate
Yeah.
the state. So
The state.
yeah, for some reason, tens of thousands of people come to the Nevada Day Parade
Lock upon.
to drink. That's about it. The parade is not that great. It's actually kind of janky.
I've seen pieces of it. It's,
And this year they're not allowing anything politically affiliated. So it's probably going to be pretty short.
2 floats. That's it. Oh, maybe a cool band or something.
Yes, yes. So, of course, going along with that concept, James, got to ask you. It's been now 2+ weeks, and Kamala Harris has not done a press conference. 2 weeks, 15 days since she has, become the presumptive nominee, and she
she
did
already-
find.
She got the nom on Monday in the virtual meeting because they had to
Yeah,
do
we'll,
it
we'll,
virtually because they're.
we'll see what
convention isn't-
happens. They still got to have it. It's official at the convention. Until then, it's not official. But it's been 15 days, and she has not had a single press conference. However, she did announce her running mate yesterday.
Yeah, they've been doing rallies.
So, what did you think of the choice?
I didn't really know who he was, but like I watched because I was waiting to see who it was, and then when I saw it, I was like, all right, cool. And then like hearing his story, learning a little bit about him, things like that. I was like,
Okay, what do you know about him?
Oh no, I mean like just the main thing. He was he's former military. Like he did what was it? Not
National Guard.
National. Yeah, he did the Army National Guard. He did.
He did also, by the way, retire as soon as his unit was getting called up to go serve.
Well, he was already. I don't know. He was already older in that point, anyways. But whatever.
Yeah, speaking of, I mean, a old white man for an old white man with white hair.
I guess, but no, he's like from the Midwest. He's got a lot of appeal for like that the Midwestern, for the Midwest people. He's a former high school teacher, former football coach.
Mm-hmm.
So like just hearing him talk, hearing his him talk he's good. He's got a lot of. He's got a lot of passion. So yeah, no, I mean, I definitely like to see a press conference would be good. But no, just from what the rally yesterday, they did actually a couple today. But yeah, I mean, so far, I really like the guy. I mean, just he's like kind of he reminds me of in Hamilton when they were like. He seems approachable. Like you could have a drink with him. Like he seems like that kind of he seems like a real kind of down to earth guy. And I really like his vibe.
We've got Daryl checking in. He says he was one of the Teamsters' top 5 pick.
Oh,
so he's a union guy.
Yeah,
and
he's definitely they're very he's very union.
Daryl would like to be old and white.
No, oh yeah, I mean at times yes, but
And Daryl, I don't know if you were here at the top of the show, but I gave you a huge shout out. Wishing
good luck.
you good luck for Friday for your interview.
yeah,
That you deserve to be the man, and you don't need to be old and white to do it.
no, just be old and black. It's just fine.
I believe Daryl calls himself young, gifted, in black.
There you go.
YGB.
Because yeah, I mean, hey, black don't crack, baby.
I thought he was ODB, but I guess he is young, gifted, and black.
only at the house.
To quote Daryl.
Only at the house is the ODB.
So I gotta tell you, I have you ever had
OMF. What's that, Daryl?
it? That's pretty easy to figure out.
Oh yeah, got you.
Uh,
And once you said it, I was like, oh yeah, no, I get it.
yeah. So have you ever had barilla tacos?
Barilla?
Barilla.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
Yeah, so there's a number of Mexican restaurants in Carson City that I've gone to lately with coworkers and stuff,
Mhm.
and they all seem to have barilla tacos or barilla whatever. And I see them eating this, and it basically just looks like shredded beef, but it also is like seasoned in a way, and it comes with like a dipping sauce.
Uh-huh.
So like they're ordering these tacos.
I know you're
and-
not getting the dipping sauce.
and they're like, so today I went to a
is it
restaurant.
crunchy
called
or is it soft?
the tacos?
Yeah.
Kind of in between. It looks like
Okay.
it's like lightly fried.
Okay.
And Tyra says, "Meh politics. I only see you guys drinking water tonight." No, sir. I am drinking Tolamordu.
Yeah. I'm drinking waters.
Yes, James is a lightweight, and this is my third one of these. To be clear, so get the hell out of here with that. So, anyways, there's a restaurant in Carson that recently opened called La Capital.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's actually the name of the taco. Is actually Barilla taco.
I think it's the type of meat is barilla meat.
Okay, I thought you were saying. Okay, I thought this was actually like the name of a taco place. Okay, no, I've never like either way. I've never heard of. I mean, I've heard of like barbacoa and trying to think of all the-
Asada.
yeah, I mean, I've heard of some of the meats, but Barilla doesn't ring a bell to me.
Okay. So, anyways, I go to this restaurant today, La Capital, and on the menu they have a barilla grilled cheese,
Mm.
and I'm like, okay, I've been talking about maybe I should try this. A grilled cheese interests me a lot more than tacos. I feel like it's cleaner. It says that it comes with the consomme dip, and I'm like, I probably won't have it, but whatever. So I order it. Comes out. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a grilled cheese sandwich with shredded beef inside this
You're right.
barilla meat. And we've got What's It To You checking in. YouTube just fed me this video thumbnail. Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you. We do what we can here at the Fat and Black Connection. Can you guess which one's the fat one?
Tell your friends.
So it comes out on on a platter, and it has a big sandwich. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was. A big old thing of fries, and then a cup, a ramekin, probably like a 8-ounce ramekin filled with this juice, this sauce.
What color was it?
The sauce,
Yeah,
it was like
green.
it looked kind of like a au jus, but with a reddish tint to it.
Okay, never mind.
So, and the thing about the grilled cheese, the sandwich, the bread appeared to be toasted with probably like cheese on the outside as well, but it also had like some type of red powdering. I'm thinking eventually, I think it was probably like paprika.
Okay.
So I figured, okay, I'm trying this. I'm gonna try it. I dip it in the sauce, in the juice, if you will, the consomme. And
That's right. The only sandwich you'll eat with that you dip in is the
French
one,
dip?
yeah, French dip with au jus, and I know that because but that's like the only thing you dip because you don't use ketchup or ranch or anything really.
get the hell out of here there with that.
Yeah.
So I dip it, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try it. Like I'm committed. It was delicious as hell.
Oh, well, yeah.
I used all that. You know what? I didn't even use all of the sauce or the juice on the sandwich. There was still juice left. I poured it on my fries.
Oh man, you turned into a sauce dude for the sauce?
I'm telling you,
Just for the sauce though, not any other sauce, just this sauce. Okay.
we're gonna have to go. So
Yeah, we gonna have to try this. I need this grilled cheese. I need to try this now.
So for those of you,
I actually, you know what? No, that's a lie. I need to do the taco. I need to do at least one taco, and I need to do this grilled cheese.
So we can do the grilled cheese there, and we can do the taco at another spot.
Okay.
But where everybody says the tacos are amazing.
Yeah.
So for those of you that are interested, so James is coming into town, and we are going to be going down to Carson City on Friday the 6th to start getting ready for the con on the 7th.
Right.
And Tyra says, birria tacos are tacos that are dipped in the consomme prior to being dropped on the grill. It's what's the meat is marinated and cooked in.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and I would say yes, the meat inside of the grilled cheese sandwich must have been cooked in this stuff. But anyways,
Yeah.
So you and we're going to be staying at the Gold Dust West.
Gold Dust West.
But we also we have exclusive room rates at the Gold Dust West, but those are going to run out at the end of this week. So if you're coming from out of town and you're looking to book a room, we have a really good room rate for the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you really want to stay longer, I would suggest staying Friday, Saturday. Come into town Friday, stay Friday night, go to the con Saturday, go to Kaboom Crawl Saturday night, check out Sunday, head back home.
There you go. Bada boom.
But we've got rates there. We also have some rates over at the Hardman House Hotel.
Yes.
Which is down the street. So if you're not interested in being at a place that has a casino, we get it. That's why we wanted to work with two. However, I will say one of the perks that comes along with booking at the Gold Dust West is free breakfast.
There it is.
Well, I shouldn't say free. It's included with the price of your room.
Right.
But if you are interested, make sure that when you go to book your room, call the hotel. Don't try and book online either of these places. Let them know that you're coming for Kaboom Con, that you want the block rate, and they'll get you set up with those discounts.
Call. Not online. Not available.
Yeah. You got to call. So Tyra says, if the consomme isn't cooked right, the tacos will be trash.
I'm sure it will be. I mean, if it's marinated and cooked in it, it has to be done right. Otherwise, it's going to be garbage.
Yeah. So my thought would be, on Friday, we head down to Carson for the afternoon. We check out, and of course, now I have Daryl wanting to know what the rates are. So I can only tell you the rates for Gold Dust West because those are hard rates where the Hardman House adjusts their rate based on how full they are.
Occupancy.
Yeah, because they're a much smaller hotel. They don't have as many rooms. So that one is a discount. I think it's 20% off whatever the actual rate is. Where at Gold Dust West, they have many more rooms. And so we were able to lock in a king bedroom or a king bed room. So one king for $110 a night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And two queen room for $150 a night.
Okay.
So that's pretty decent if you've got two people, or heck, if you've got four people splitting a room with two queens and you don't mind sleeping next to a buddy or something.
2 and 2. Split that up.
Yeah. So you and I are sharing a room.
Yep.
But I didn't do a king. We're not going to be sharing a bed. Yeah.
Wait, definitely.
We did that once. That was
We've done, yeah, no. Actually.
More than once.
Yeah, yeah.
We've done that before. So the Tyrus asked if either of those hotels are non-smoking. So the Hartman House Hotel is completely non-smoking. There's no casino, so it's not like there might even somehow get smoke to the room. But the Gold Dust West does have non-smoking rooms that have, they're not never been smoked in, if you will.
Yeah.
So, but they also offer smoking rooms.
Really?
I do
Still
believe.
got those, huh?
Yeah, I didn't think that was a thing anymore.
I didn't either.
But I did make sure that when I booked all the block rates, I did tell them I want all of them to be non-smoking.
Yeah.
Because I do not support smoking.
Smoking bad.
This is coming from a guy who smoked for almost a decade. So.
So it's funny because I was looking. So working at the airport, we have people coming through from all over the world, and apparently in at least in the UK, and I think in I guess maybe like the other EU countries, on the cigarette boxes. What's
we got Bobby Costa
what a
checking
show!
in.
What a show title! Yeah.
Yes, can you guess which one is the fat one?
Who's who? That's incredible. Hey, see, we are on Kick. I'm glad you found us on Kick. Come join us weekly every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Or whatever, 8 p.m. wherever you are.
8 p.m. Pacific
time. There you go. What was it? Oh, the cigarettes in at least the European Union and England, they have like the pictures on the front are like horrible. Like they show like what like decaying teeth and like the like what your like lungs and stomas and stuff. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the world at this point doesn't smoke. Like most people have come to the finally to the realization that smoking is bad.
Yeah.
Inhaling burning anything into your lungs is probably not a good thing.
Not good. And so I was just like, yikes. I was like, you probably should stop doing that. Yeah, I know. I was like, how do you keep looking at this? How do you keep buying this? This is horrible, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I know they're crazy addictive, but I
don't think they are. I mean, again, I smoked for almost a decade, and there were many periods of time that I would just not have any for weeks on end, and I was fine.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, there's some people, like, I mean, I know, like, I think in my entire life, I think I've smoked like 2 cigarettes total. I mean, I've got a lot of secondhand smoke for sure, but actually smoked myself, I think it was probably 2 cigarettes, and I was drunk. And it probably wasn't even a whole cigarette. It was probably like, 2 total. But man, yeah, and I was like 100% drunk. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm. But speaking of drunk and going back to talking about Kaboom Crawl, Kaboom Con.
Yeah.
So Kaboom Con is on Saturday, September 7th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Right.
So during the day, right? So we're going to be in Carson Friday. We're going to be hanging out in the afternoon. We'll go get some lunch at La Capitale.
There you go.
And then we'll, go over to the gym of the community center to start getting set up.
Yeah.
We'll get the tables out in the gym where they need to be. We'll do some loose taping to show here's yours, right? Here's your spot.
Here's your spot.
We'll probably fully get set up a couple of the booths, like Icy Sound Comics, who's going to have a triple wide. We'll probably
not a trailer, people. I mean, I know a lot of people are used to triple wide trailers, but
yes. Brent Anderson and Chris Mernon are coming in on Friday, so we'll probably get to meet and hang out with them.
Nice.
Yeah. That I'm super excited for.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Those guys. And so we'll help them get their booths set up. We'll make sure the space is locked in, ready to go. Probably go out and catch some dinner.
Yeah.
And then Saturday morning, 7 a.m., we're back at the facility, making sure everything else is set up, ready to go for the 10 a.m. start time.
What time are we letting people? What time can vendors?
Doors open at 10. Oh, vendors 7:30. Since we should have pretty much the majority done by, that night, by Friday night.
Yeah.
We'll start letting the vendors in at 7:30 so that we get in there and get any last minute things ready.
Cool.
But it's going to be a show, man. We've got Reno Video Game Symphony that
I
are going
can't
to be
wait for that, bro.
kicking off on the main stage, 550 seat theater.
Get it.
550 seats. 10. I think I have them scheduled to start their concert at 10:05. So you and I are going to kick off on the main stage.
Right.
We're going to be in there on microphone. Welcome, yada yada. Let's go. And you, on the other hand, get to close out the show in there with Jimmy. So you'll be in there doing the raffle and the cosplay contest winners, the art contest winners, giving out those prizes and raffles, and
all day.
So you guys will get to close out the show. But so much in between. We've got 2 rooms. We've got the boardroom where there's going to be a number of panels. We're going to talk about those next week.
Next week, be here.
We've got so much happening on the main stage, including, and I will say this here because I already announced this over on Pop Culture Kaboom, 2 separate panels, one with Brent Anderson and one with Chris Marinan.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
Yeah. So not only are these guys going to be there to meet and greet, to do commissions, to sign your comic if you have some of their work, they're also going to each do a panel, probably for a good 45, 50 minutes, talk about who they are, their history, taking some questions, and those 2 panels are going to be moderated by Lawrence Iriarte.
That's awesome.
And, of course, the one other panel I'll talk about is the Icy Sound Comics presentation. You're not going to want to miss that thing. It's an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes if you miss this, you're going to regret it, because Icy Sound Comics, and I am not trying to say this big-headedly, I'm not trying to say this in any way of self-delusion.
Change the game.
Icy Sound Comics is going to change the game in the comic book industry.
And if we get that other piece, forget that other piece attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
oh my God.
You don't want to miss this. It's not a panel, it's a presentation.
Do not miss it.
Because if you do, you were going to regret not being able to say, I was there for that. Because I'm telling you, 2 years from now, you're going to wish you had been there.
Because you might see something else later, but at the same time, you ain't gonna see the first.
This is the grand unveiling. This is the kickoff. This is the
jump off, man.
Yeah. I can't stress enough. Time for KaboomCon. Join us Saturday, September 7th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Carson City Community Center. Immerse yourself in comics, movies, games, and more. Meet local artists, attend engaging panels, wear your best cosplay, and participate in thrilling activities. The excitement doesn't stop there. Legendary comic book artists Brent Anderson and Chris Moran will join us. Meet the creative minds behind Astro City, X-Men, Wonder Woman, and more. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun day out, KaboomCon has something for everyone. Get your tickets now at kaboomcon.com and prepare to be blown away.
Yeah, man. Be there. Be square. Oh, hey, just gonna drop this. I think we've talked about it on here before, but I went to go see Trap.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about it on here. You and I talked about this. Oh, you mean we talked about it when the trailer came out?
Yeah. The new M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Good. Really, I mean, I enjoyed it. The music, there's a whole concert and everything. it's his daughter singing, and she's good. So I didn't realize. So he has two daughters, well, at least two daughters that I know of. So one of
Josh
his
Hartnett has two daughters.
no M Night Shyamalan.
Oh, rainbows.
Yeah. So M Night Shyamalan has two daughters. One of his daughters actually just directed I think it's called The Watchers or something like that, which is like kind of the same vein what her dad kind of does. I haven't seen it, didn't really want to see it, but whatever. And then his other daughter is in the film as this rock star called Lady Raven, and my brother. So my brother calls me and tells me he's going to go see it. So I was like, all right, cool. Maybe I'll make it, because I was already out. I was getting gas and I was hungry, hadn't really eaten all day, blah, blah, blah. So he tells me he's going to a 9:15 show. So I was like, you know what? I think I can make it. So I ended up being in the same show. And when Mark gets back, I will definitely tell you what another thing that irritates me so much. Anyways, and we talked about it before. But anyways, it's like surprisingly a really good movie. The music for this film, it like unnecessarily slaps. like I knew it had to kind of be good, but his daughter is pretty darn good singer. Like I'm gonna listen to the soundtrack. I gotta listen to the soundtrack. I found it, and so I'm gonna listen to that. But yeah, if you like M. Night Shyamalan films, and some of them have been kind of meh lately, but I think this one, and the way I think they're building, I think they might be building up another like either 2 or 3 part, like kind of like they did with Unbreakable, Split, and then Glass. So it might be building into something like that. Not sure, but Trap is actually I enjoyed. So if you like M. Night Shyamalan, you like kind of suspenseful,
With a
kind of
twist.
yeah, kind of twist, but it's not as big of a twist as actually it was a little bit of a twist that I didn't see coming, but it's
I
a
will
little bit.
say the last M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film that I saw that I actually really liked was The Village, which was a long time ago.
Yeah, The Village, it was okay. I was kind of like when I
Like
found.
there's only 2 that I've really, really enjoyed, and it's that and Sixth Sense.
Oh, I like Sixth Sense and Signs.
Signs I thought was fine. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, there's old is old his? Yeah, I think old is his. That just released on Peacock, so I want to watch that. But yeah, no, overall, like it's been kind of hit or miss for me. Oh no, I'm sorry. Unbreakable was like one of the ones I really liked. That was like in that early point too.
Which one was that one?
That's one with Bruce Willis, Samuel Jackson, where there's Samuel Jackson is like basically the man can break his bones super easy, and then like Bruce Willis can't really get hurt.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Oh, it's Unbreakable. If you can find it, it's pretty good. But yeah, so I think but yeah, no, I think this might be building to another something else. But yeah, the music is pretty good. But this is what I was waiting for you to come back for. 9:15 show.
9:15 show.
What time did the movie start?
What time? What? I'm sorry.
So it was a 9.
So the showing was at 9. Supposed to start at 9:15. Is that? And so what time did the film actually start? Is
Yeah.
that what you're asking?
Yeah.
9:40.
9:45.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
One of the things I will say that I really enjoyed about doing a private screening was so for those of you that don't know, we did a private screening of Deadpool and Wolverine. We had 50 of our closest fans and friends come join us at the Carson Valley Cinema for this event, and it was cool because I'm talking to the owner of the movie theater. His name's Russell. Great guy. Can't wait to work with him. We got 4 Marvel films next year. I'm hoping to do all 4 of them with him. But we talked about before the screening. He was like, "Hey, so do you guys want to watch the trailers?" And I said, "Well, what are the trailers?" And he kind of listed them, and I said, "Let me go ask him." So I went in the house because we were doing the raffle and everything before the screening, and I said, "All right, guys, so there are some trailers that we can watch before the film. Here's what they are." And I listed them off. And I said, "Do you guys want the trailers or you want to go straight to the film?" And everybody was like,
Straight to the
"A
film.
film?
Yeah.
Cool." So no trailers, straight to the film. It was great.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong, like some of the trailers were pretty cool. Like, there's a new Mark Wahlberg film that's coming, that looks pretty interesting. They got a new Nosferatu, bro.
Nosferatu?
No, did I say Nosferatu? Nosferatu, yeah. Like, that's coming out, which I was like, oh, okay. Like, interesting.
Yeah. Vampire films are...
And it's done, but it's done in a very it's kind of got an old feel to it. It's new, but it's got an old feel to it, which I was like, interesting.
Getting caught up on comments. Tyra said that, and this is when we were talking about Icy Sound Comics. I spoke with Lawrence yesterday. Lawrence is one of the major creative minds behind what's happening at Icy Sound. His vision for this panel, this presentation that's going to happen at KaboomCon, his vision for this is amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And Tyrus goes on to say, Last Airbender was trash, and that was the last of his work that I've seen. I'm hoping he redeemed himself. I assume that's in regards to M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, that's the M. Night Shyamalan for sure. Yeah, I haven't seen Last Airbender, and people have told me do not see it.
Why would you, especially knowing that there's, going to be a new one, Netflix?
Well, Netflix is, the series on Netflix. I need to finish as well. But anyways, no, and there's what already announced, like seasons 2 and 3 for that too. So, but yeah. So, anyways, but yeah, no, I think, but again, yeah, that's something. If I ever own my own movie theater, like I'll post 2 times. I'll post 2 times. One time for like what time the trailers start, and then the actual time the movie's gonna start.
See, the downside to doing that, though, and you got to think about this as a business person, right? If you give them the start time of the actual film, A, how many people are going to come late? B, are they going to have time to procure snacks and treats? And I think
this is the time you get there. You gotta get there at the start time for the treats. No, I'm just kidding. No, I get you. I get you. That makes sense.
Don't get me wrong. I do think it's not bordering on. It is ridiculous that you go to see a film and then you have 20. Not only do you have commercials before the film,
bro,
right before the trailers, you have commercials there throughout. I'm Maria Menounos with
the Nuvi thing. The Nuvi thing is fine. That's literally before the film. Like when like
no, that's not fine because that's already 30 minutes. It is a 30-minute track. So that is 30 minutes of crap, including trailers.
No, but that's literally before the movie even starts, though. That's playing like
30 minutes before the quote unquote start time.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's for people who get there. Like we used to go when I used to go with, like, there was a group of us when we went to Ohlone. We'd go out to the movies like on Sunday nights. OMG, the Ohlone movie group. And yeah, so we'd go to a movie. Like I think we'd go like a couple times a month. It was pretty much like on a Sunday night or whatever, and we'd go to the movies, and we'd get there early because it'd give us a chance to like catch up. We'd talk, things like that, and we'd play along with the movie stuff and all that kind of stuff, and it was cool. But like lately, it just seems like that from the time that the quote unquote movie starts to now, and I think it's just because I started really noticing it. I started really noticing it recently, but it's like, bro, that's too much time. It should not take. It should not be like 9:15, and then like the movie doesn't actually start till like 9:45. It's a no.
30 minutes is quite excessive.
Because it's like, yeah, because like you said, it's not only previews. Like if it was just previews, fine. I don't need the Coca-Cola commercials. I don't need the I
Let's
don't
all go to the lobby.
no, and it's not even that. Like I'd even be entertained by that. But this is like, just like some like they have these random commercials from Coca-Cola. They have the like M&M trailers, they have like a bunch of this stuff, and it's like, bro, just get to it. I mean, and then now I go to Cinemark a lot, so they have the join the Cinemark
Cine
movie
Club.
Cine Club, and then after that, then it has the whole thing for the XD movie to see a movie in XD, even though you're not seeing a movie in XD. So I mean, it's like cool, whatever. But yeah, it's just it's getting way too much. Especially like I said, I said last week, I was trying to go to a movie. It was a Marvel movie, and I was trying to go before I went to work. And so I saw what time it started, and I was like, cool. I looked at the runtime. I was like, cool. I go to this showing, should be out in time, get to work on time. I went at the time. The movie actually started late because of the trailers and all that stuff. And I didn't think about that. And I wasn't like super late, but I ended up being late for work because I wanted to go see this movie.
Wow.
Because it started late because of all the trailers and stuff.
So you were late to work for a movie.
Yeah, like that's what I said. I thought like that's the reason why I chose the time. I chose it was like the first showing. It was like the first showing of the day, and I was like, cool, I can get in here, I can see this movie, and be good. And then like I said, I wasn't like, again, I wasn't super late, but I was late, and that's what irritated me, because I was like, yo, like I specifically chose this so that I could make sure that I got to work on time. And so
So maybe lesson learned: don't go watch films anytime before a shift.
Well, yeah, now I know that now, but so I go on my days off, of course, now. But like I said, it was just one of those things where I was like, I really wanted to see that movie.
So Tyra says it's all the money those companies pay theaters to play the stuff prior to playing the movie, but some theaters play the commercials on loop in between showings now.
Like if you showed me if you showed me like those little commercials that you put in there, like show me the trailers. Cool, I'm good with that, because most of the time the trailers have, they somehow connect. They have some affiliation with the movie, like in the same, like the trailer is going to be something in the same vein. If it's an action movie, they're going to give you some action trailers. They cite things sometimes, not all the time. But then like, I don't need all the Coca-Cola commercials. Like, yeah, show that during movie. Show that before the movie. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. But like when the movies, if the movie starts at 9:15, give me the trailers, maybe 15 minutes, and then give me the movie.
Yeah, I mean, you aren't going to get an argument out of me, because I fully agree with you. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, because it is so immensely frustrating that happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I have anything important to do the next day or whatever. When I get home from the movie, like most of the time, it's just like I go a little bit later in the day. One, just because I'm trying to avoid as many people as possible, things like that. And actually, this was only the second movie that I've been to, which was pretty sold out. Because when I went to go see Wolverine and Deadpool, of course, that was virtually sold out. And then when I went to go see this movie, I did kind of buy last minute, and so it was a little bit more sold out than I would normally go to. But like I said, I enjoyed it.
Speaking of which, since you brought it up, did you go watch it again in IMAX 3D?
No, I'm supposed to go tomorrow with one of my coworkers. Apparently he told me over at the Red Rock Casino, the theater they have over there, it has a 4H, I don't know what, something where the seats move.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I guess he saw it in there before. He saw it in there already, and he didn't. I don't know. He said they make it snow at the beginning of the film, like when he's in the snow.
So I gotta ask, because we're deep into our show at this point. We're 2 hours in, so a lot of our viewers have probably started to go to sleep.
Right.
And we didn't talk about it in detail last week, but I feel like it's been another week. Is it safe for us to talk about this now? Like, can we talk about Deadpool Wolverine now?
Next week.
You think we need to wait another week?
Give it one more week.
Man,
listen, we give them 2 weeks. If they haven't seen it by now and they know how this show works, it's on them at that point.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, it's been 2 weeks because the movie came out on the 25th.
Oh,
tomorrow would be 2 full weeks since it released.
So yeah, look, we'll give them the next Wednesday. If they haven't seen it by next Wednesday, that's on them.
Okay, because I really want to talk about this.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of no spoilers,
right.
What are you and your friends doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
We're trying to figure out what happened to our friends. We're attempting to form a plan.
Ooh. Well, maybe we can help.
We'd like to help if we can.
Show us what you got.
Sure thing. Here's a map of Oakland. We've been mulling over the locations of the murders, trying to establish a pattern.
and James getting him down with his bad self. I wish you guys could see him while that was playing.
Yeah.
And Tyrus agrees. Evidently, spoilers later.
Like I said, that I don't know what it is about that trailer. That music slaps. Goes hard.
I don't disagree. But it's not as hard as I think episode 3 or 4 somewhere.
I'll go back and look at them again.
Yes.
Is that a wrap? We wrapping this thing up?
You want to call it good?
I think so.
All right, let's leave him with this. It's time for KaboomCon. Join us Saturday, September 7th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Carson City Community Center. Immerse yourself in comics, movies, games, and more. Meet local artists, attend engaging panels, wear your best cosplay, and participate in thrilling activities. The excitement doesn't stop there. Legendary comic book artists Brent Anderson and Chris Moran will join us. Meet the creative minds behind Astro City, X-Men, Wonder Woman, and more. Whether you're a diehard fan or just looking for a fun day out, KaboomCon has something